Hi, Matiss.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, how you doing?
Very good.
Thanks for joining me this morning. I think we'll start back at your last fight. So in your last fight, you won via your opponent getting injured in the first round. Did that take away from the win at all? Did it take away from that winning feeling, the fact that it was an injury that stopped the fight?
No, not really. It was a leg check. So I checked his kick. He should have stopped kicking my leg when I switched stance. That was a mistake on his part from still trying to kick the leg that he was kicking from the start. He didn't read that situation well. So I checked the kick and he broke his leg. It's a mistake on his part. And that was that.
As soon as you checked the leg kick, could you tell straight away the damage was done? Is it one of those things where you had an instant feeling that you'd done damage?
I heard it, but I didn't know his leg was broke. So that's why I followed up with the combo and still kept on hitting him while he was hopping on the leg.
So obviously everybody knows that MMA is a dangerous sport going into it. But it's not every day that a fighter sees an injury like that opposite them in the cage. Did it make you question what you were doing at all? Did it make you realise exactly what the dangers were, or did you know what you signed up for and that's that?
Well, I kind of knew what I was signing up for. You can get hurt in the sport, and stuff happens. Shit happens. So, um, not really. No, I kind of knew the dangers and knew the possibilities of what can happen in there. So, wasn't really nothing too. Yeah.
Right. So you're from Latvia. Obviously, Latvia is not a country particularly well known for their martial arts. Just talk about how you came up through the scene there and your background in martial arts. For those who don't know, if you could.
Well, I started off in kickboxing. I've been doing MMA for about 7 years now. I only turned pro about 2 years ago now. And yeah, I grew up in Latvia. Well, I moved over to Ireland when I was 6 years old. And then I started MMA when I was about 16, 15. And then had my first amateur fight. And just ever since then, I kind of fell in love with it. I just wanted to keep competing. And then now I'm here as a pro fighting for Brave.
Do you ever go back to Latvia now? Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, no, I do. I go back every year. Try to go back every year to see the granny and the father. So yeah, go back every year pretty much for a week or so.
Is there much of an MMA scene in Latvia at all, or is it
It's growing. I know a few lads there. It's growing. It's getting big, but it's pretty new at the moment. But there's a few boys that are going to rise very soon.
So are you an SBG Island man?
I'm SBG Porthampton man. Yeah.
Right, perfect. Were you preparing? Were you staying in shape when you got the call for Brave for this fight?
I was kind of staying in shape over the coronavirus. I was staying in shape, mostly cardio-wise, fitness-wise. I was staying on top of my game in fitness. So going into I only found out about a month. I had about a month prep for this fight. So, and that's when I was able to get a few bodies as well to train with. But all before then was all just mostly cardio work, strength work.
I've spoken to quite a few fighters who said that actually over the lockdown periods, obviously you can train as normal. But actually a lot of them feel as though they're in better condition now because everybody was helping them get ready for a fight. Did you find that was the case at all, or not so?
Yes. Well, I wasn't working or anything, so I was just staying at home, basically just training. That's all I was doing all during the lockdown, just training and training and training. That's all I could do. So, yeah.
So your fight is against Bilal Tipsaev on Monday. Do you know much about him at all? Have you done much research?
I know a little bit. Yeah, he's a wrestler. Has an overhand, bit blocky, stiff. But other than that, not really too well. He will want to take me down in this fight, and I'll be ready for that. I'm gonna put the pressure on him. I don't think he'll have the cardio as I will, and that's where I break him in round 2 or 3 when I can still continue to go and he can't anymore because he gets tired. He will get tired because the pace I'm gonna put on him, he won't be able for it.
Are you a guy who focuses mostly on yourself, or do you like studying your opponents and looking for weaknesses, or is that not the case?
I look and see the way they move. I see like little patterns, what they constantly keep doing, and then I work from there. I like to see what they do when they're tired, when they what's their backup plan when they get tired. I like to look at that. So then I work from there. So when they panic.
Great. So have you got a prediction for this fight at all?
Yes. Prediction would be second round TKO. for
So I
my
guess
job.
you're still really young in your MMA career. What's the long term goal? Do you see yourself staying brave for as long as you can, or what are the aims?
Yeah, I see myself staying in Bray for next good while, and hopefully go for the title very at the end of next year. Go for the probably. I'll see how I get on now in the bantamweight division here. I had my last fight was flyweight, so I'm gonna have this bantamweight fight. See how I go. I'll see if I go for the flyweight or the bantamweight title. Well, I'll see which weight division I'll fight in next. But for the time being, I'm sticking with bantamweight because my first two professional fights was at bantamweight. So we'll see how things go.
Perfect. That's brilliant. That'll wrap it up. Thanks very much for joining me, and all the best on Monday.
That's perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.